Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes. In the bottom left, of course, it's a Terran. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, 3 Ks in a row. Holy. Okay. Tetra. Moving on. At least he's working on it. It is Tetra, the Terran, and in the top right. No. There's a lot to break down here. We're just gonna let it play out. I'm glad there's looks like we're on the same page here. It's simple geometry. Oh, Tetra's looking for a comeback here, but maybe he'll save that for later. All right, looks like we're gonna play the game now. Okay, moving on. I'm cheesing, by the way. Throws it out there. I mean, why? You're writing complete sentences before, and now you can only afford a single letter? Well, this is when he has to do... Oh, we're losing him. We're losing! So I can kill you before you kill me. That's a viable strategy, I will say that. Ooh. Well, Tetra's actually going for a 3-Rex Marine play here, whereas Spy seems to be doing a hatch first into Zerglings. I would argue that Tetra is cheesing a little bit harder in this scenario, but it's really in the eye of the beholder, because I don't think either of these players are beholden to anything remotely close to a meta or common decency. Hey, that's my overlord.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What a guy. The ultimate burn. 3rd degree. The Marines are just kind of scattered all around. No You, a classic. An absolute classic. That's straight down the old school meta there. A No You coming out from Spy. Big boy plays. Spy gonna go for a 3rd, but he's got to think of a better comeback than that. That's a Bronze League comeback. Let's get it to at least gold here, especially after Tetra with the was. All right, looks like everybody's gonna calm down. We're gonna play cheesing with a 3rd. Well, I guess we're playing a macro game. I want to take this time, it's a pro strat, to thank Vlad. Looking through so many of those Bronze League Heroes replays on Discord. In the description or on Discord, you can find more information. If you want to be a judge, you want to find what makes it to the big stage, to see everything these gamers have to. We're getting real here. Like on weekends, part-time. But he spends the rest of the time with his friends. So that's called a homosexual, if you would. I don't know if this game was played on a weekend or not. That feels like it would be important information based on context. But here comes a whole lot of Marines. We're actually going to talk about the game a little bit. There's essentially no units, and by that I mean literally just queens. And queens are good, but against a whole bunch of Marines just sauntering across the map. Looks like he's going to head straight towards that 3rd base. Tetra. Supplies nearly even. We got a couple reactors back at home. There's a tech lab, but Stim is a long way off. This attack is looking strong. He just... Okay, well, he's just making sure that hatch is still there. It is. The banelings are being built, but the morph will not complete, at least not at this rate. He targets one. He's going for a third. There's two more. The queens try to hold the line. Brenda, where did they come from? I don't know, but we gotta get them out. The banelings are right behind the queens, closing the distance. The creep is helping. Oh, and he snipes the... Wait, it almost looked like he sniped it midair. Like, the attack move may have hit it, but it might have been just a split second. So Tetra obviously playing a lot of micro trainer. Macro trainer a little bit less so. Queen OP. That's a matter of opinion. No. Oh, he comes back with it. At some point, it rolls over from being kind of a low-level comeback. If you commit to it, you really got to double, triple, quadruple down. And then maybe it becomes a good one again, if you're that committed. Didn't really make sense, but that doesn't need to. That's the key. You just roll with it. Alright, Tetra. He's coming in again. There's still 4 queens, surprisingly. There were 4 queens before, but he thought maybe there would be a civil war and like a bunch of different factions vie for control. I mean, you attacked him. So, I don't... You're on his side of the map. I don't know what you expect, Tetra. So it appears, despite the homoerotic beginnings of this game, we're going to get into a comfortable friend zone for the mid-game. And then maybe we'll end... Well, we'll see how it finishes. I don't know if it'll be some sort of baneling bust, or maybe a whole lot of stim pack. But either way, it could be explosive. So splitting your Marines against Zerglings is not an incredible strategy. Banelings, yes, but the Zerglings kind of just killed them all. But despite all this, Tetra is opting for... Well, he's scaling up. Spy is... Well, actually, we got 62 versus 50 workers. In favor of the Terran, which isn't usually the case. A whole lot of Ling Bang, though. We all know what 3 Banelings can do to a Terran army if he panics. Or even doesn't panic, he just does nothing. We saw some decent splits earlier, but... Oh, here come the Marines. 3 Banelings are coming in. 3 Banelings against the world. He tries to flank around the back. Oh, the stutter step. Easily guns them down. Pretty confident in that Marine micro. He's building 6 more barracks. And that's not a single medevac. He says these Marines were born to die because then we'll build some more. Oh, he stims again. Now, the Hydras are out. If he stims too many times, those Marines are a strong gust of wind away from finding an early grave. The Hydras are going to be able to gun them down, just a couple shots from each. If you stim again, well, this is an interesting trade. Even one of those Banelings is deadly. Here come the Hydras. The Banelings complete. They roll in, and the Marines are wiped out for now. Looks like we're playing mana battle. Tetra very committed to the Marines. Spy less committed to any singular unit. He's got the Lings and Lisks. These Marines, essentially once they stim, they're no longer allowed to go home because society rejects them. There is no support system for these Marines. There are no medevacs to heal them up and give them a second chance. And embrace yourself, alright? There are rocks all over this map. Well, actually, there's not that many rocks. Whoa! He's making it personal, which is probably better. This is a danger. We're in the danger zone right now. All right, Spy. Give me a no you. Just stick with your guns. This is the perfect time. Because anything else is very risky right now. Here come a bunch of Marines. They're both playing the mine games and the chat games. The WPM and APM pretty high. Goes straight for the hatch, but all the Marines will die. Immediately rebuilding every single Marine. Was it worth it? He's now lost 96 of them. But there's another wave. The Red Army continues. "21 Marines at a time." The target fire. Now, a whole bunch of drones. Is he going to come back? All the units are rolling back. There's a planetary at this base. More Marines coming in the front. All the drones have been slaughtered. Spy is coming back. He's down 90 supply or so. The Marines are just rampaging through. There are Marines everywhere. There aren't enough banelings to kill all the Marines. OV hunting season. Isn't that every season? It's not about how many men you lose. It's about how many strong, power armor, athletic, accurate, fit men that you have to replace them, if you know what I mean. Big upgrades, combat shields, stim pack. Tetra is now up by 100 supply, most of which is, of course, Marines. Wait, chitinous plating. Could there be a hero list? Can I say something right now? Has it ever stopped you before? You what, mate? Is he, like, personal? You may. Okay, before it wasn't personal. Now remember, we're broadcasting. If you let me win, when is that cheese coming? Is that personal? That's not a, that's one, not a statement. Two, that's a question. Three, by the way, Spy, getting desperate. 1 hour mark. The 1 hour cheese, a classic late game tactic. All right, was that your personal statement, Tetra? I don't think you understand what a personal or personnel statement is. There is a distinction. But now that there are 3 Ultras, and they will have chitinous plating, they have +2 armor, Marines are barely able to touch these. I've seen the Heart of the Swarm cinematic. Not even a landed Viking gonna be able to take these ones down. He's gonna need to crash a battle cruiser and make the world explode. That's really the only option. Because that's kind of what happens at the end, right? Like, all that kind of doesn't matter because everything just explodes. I don't know. Of course, it's time for Vikings. So we're going to try to make that Heart of the Swarm cinematic come true. He's given him time. Tetra has sat back. He's built up. He's got a starport. He only knows 2 units. Vikings and Marines, classic Bronze League hero choices. Whereas, I mean, there are 101 Marines against 6 Ultralisks. They are Usain Boltralisks as well. They do have that speed upgrade. The Marines are just chewing through. The Hydras are blocking some of the Ultras. The damage! Oh, the chop! The Chopalisks! Oh! A lot of the Ultras go down. Some are badly bruised. He chops through all the Marines. In the exact scenario every Zerg player dreams of when they build Ultras, but rarely actually happens. So that was essentially the equivalent of sitting down with a big bowl of ice cream for Zerg players out there. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately now, though, so many Overlords have been hunted down and killed. Spy is now supply blocked at 90 over 50. No! The Ultras! The Ultras actually died of Marines! He put them through the only choke. Oh my god. 72 out of... No overlords will survive. He's building more, but the Vikings are killing. Where did these Marines come from? Oh, I just won on Hunt Ovi. He's pretty successful thus far. Ovies have almost gone extinct. He's down to 1. There's only one more overlord. He's trying to wipe him. I feel like we kind of talked about this at the start. And everybody has their own interests. The Vikings going to work on the drones as we negotiate here. The drone count is down to 39. Marines continue to stem through. I mean, Tetra's been sitting on all of the bases for a while. Can you wait? Tetra, not accustomed to waiting. Yeah, that's not enough Hydralis. They don't have any attack upgrades either. No, says Tetra. There are 4 Ultralists in the mail. Wait, what? They're being built at the base over in the corner. The main base is falling. So many Marines. Okay, don't bring Carlos into this. Carlos out of nowhere. The Ultras are here. Now, 4 Ultras on the open field. Real talk. As opposed to whatever talk we've had for most of this game. Nice. You know, he could build if he wasn't supply blocked. Several more. Well, that's actually about max right there. He could go up to like 10 Ultras. Tetra continuing with the Viking Marine strategy. That's there's a lot to say here. I'm glad. So polite. That now, Tetra, just for further reference, that is personal information. Not asking where the cheese is. That's what personal information is, just to make it clear. In case he couldn't tell the difference. So, there are now 8 Ultralists with speed and with tightness plating. Up against, well, there's really not that many units here for Tetra. More of them. Dude. Step. No you. This is it. This is the time. Come on, you gotta nail it here. No you. Where is it? The Vikings are going across the map. He could just lift all his buildings, I guess. It's gonna get weird. That's... Oh. Well, that's why they're going to pillage. The Ultras just chopping through. The Vikings raiding everything. Now, Zerg buildings can't fly. Vikings and Terran buildings can. Oh my god, the Chopolisks coming up the ramp. It's going to be a struggle to get through. He might lose an Ultra or 2. Oh my god. You know what would be a buff for Ultras? If they could go on a diet. Oh my. The Overlord's dying horribly. You can't... I mean, you technically can win a game with just Vikings. Hopefully this doesn't get to a point where they have just time to talk. Oh, the Ultra! Oh, the reverse cinematic! The Ultra's not on A-click! Oh, now it is. Now it is. Oh, God. Alright. Well, yeah, now it definitely is. The rest of the Ultras are chomping through the main. The Vikings. Where's that other Ultra? Did it make it? There are more Ultras over here. The main base is falling. There's not that many buildings left here for Spy. He's running out quick. Both sides have enough to rebuild bases if it does come to that. The Ultras are chopping through some of the landed Vikings. The Vikings making it through most of the tech. He actually micros away the hurt Ultralist. I'm just kidding. It died. That Ultra died. Or did it? He microed it away. I knew all along. The buildings are lifted. There's not that much production. Liberators could be pretty useful if he ever figures out what they are. The Vikings... I don't know what day is today. We're casting this on a Monday, so... I guess technically it is Tuesday now. Oh, wait a second. Six Liberators are in production at approximately the last possible second he could have built them before they die to Ultras. The Vikings on the ground. Does he do push-up micro? Push-up micro? If a single Liberator finishes, he can protect his... Well, to an extent, he can protect his bases. The Ultras are just chopping up Carlos. More about Carlos. Oh, my... Oh, the SCVs are flying off the map. They're everywhere. So the Liberators are about to pop out. There's nothing he can do to stop them. He might be able to get the react. Well, can I friend you? Wow. There's so much going on here. After this. Why? I'm also oh no! At least he's making overtures, right? Who knew? Everybody's been on Tinder, or any variety. Who knew that just playing StarCraft ladder, one way or another, you're gonna get fucked? That's a lot of Ultras, but Ultras cannot fly. A major design flaw. They're all barreling across. Oh my god. The Venba... Okay, he considers it, and he decides to swipe right. Good. Wait, the Liberators, everybody has sent all of their units out. Vikings, how many Overlords? 39 Overlords have died in this game. Still, some of the buildings are flying. There's a tiny bit of mining. Liberators cannot kill buildings. He's trying to build a wall! That's not going to keep the Ultras out for long. The Liberators are nowhere to be seen. Well, they are, but they're on the other side of the map. This is quite a choke point. The wall's actually kind of working here. The planetary fortress will kill at least 2 Ultras. Alright, it racks up a second kill. He decides to go for the starports. It's not going to get a third. These things have a whole lot of armor. They're really chopping here. The worker count is 0 for Spy. The building count is the main, as well as this one hatchery. He has enough. No, he doesn't have enough. He cannot rebuild. That's it. There's 49 minerals. So at this point, Spy can no longer win the game. He can technically not lose. Is there an orbital? Oh my god, it's a fucking draw. Are you kidding me right now? Well, it's not actually a draw. It could be a draw. If the Vikings are killed, this is a draw. Can you fly your buildings down? If the Vikings die and they're not protected by or they die to, like, broodlings, this is a draw. There's a whole give and take aspect. But in the end, nobody's happy. I already promised Carlos. Oh, the broodlings kill one of the Vikings! Oh, the broodlings almost get a second! But I'm gay. Nobody's happy about this. Okay. I'm not sure if that really disputed the statement, by the way, Spy. This is one in a lifetime. So 1. Okay, does he micro against the broodlings? Big boy plays. Okay, he does. The Ultras are waiting for their moment. There is an extractor here. He could protect with the Liberators. By the way, this is 4 Liberators. They're just stacked up so much, you can't even tell they're overlapping. He's microing against... It's a tie, so... Well, technically not a tie. Technically not. Oh, Broodlex! They get a Viking! There's still a potential. These Vikings can still win the game. If he loses the Vikings, this is a tie. Of course it is. Because at that point, nobody will have any way to kill their opponent's buildings. Can we just tie? Spy, I think, is starting to understand that he is actually not in a winning position. Oh, he's gonna let him bleed out. What a play. The thing is, after a certain amount of time... Well, he might be on the ground here as it bleeds out. And that might be a mistake. He might not realize. Oh, the broodling! He's microing the broodling! Oh, you gotta be careful! Fly! Fly, you fool! Like, those Vikings are 1 or 2 chops away. Can we tie this, please? Spy. Don't be so desperate. Don't be so needy. Bring in Ultras. Yeah, good luck with that. Can't. I can't do that, Tetra. They all dead. I give that statement 3 sad Zerglings. 1, 2, 3 out of 3. Oh, here's the play. So, he can protect his Vikings with the Liberators, but the Ultras don't die instantly to the Liberators, so that means he still has to micro the Vikings. And if he loses the Vikings, this is a tie. And also, if he doesn't kill any buildings for long enough, the draw timer ends. The draw timer should begin in the next few moments. The draw timer only starts after there is no mining at all, no buildings are killed, and no units are produced for multiple minutes. So he just killed an extractor. Nobody's mining. Nobody can mine. Everybody's at over 0 or supply blocked or doesn't have enough money. He's dancing. Just wait, draw timer. I feel like this isn't fun, though. Tetra, if you wanted to have fun, you wouldn't have lost 300 Marines to Ultralisk. I'm sorry, 449. Because we both know I was heavily trolling. Don't pull out the I wasn't even trying bro card. That is a total bitch move. Alright, I wasn't even trying, though. But please let me win. You both deserve to sit here and think about what you've done. For each larva that's killed. Larva, that doesn't count. Killing units doesn't reset. That's a lie. He's wrong. I don't know if he knows he's wrong, but he is wrong. Spy knows what he's about. Okay, so here's the big boy play. This is the moment. He's got to micro those Vikings perfectly. And if he doesn't kill the hatch in time... Oh! Those freedom cannons raining down liberation. Oh! Oh! Every chop matters. Oh, he loses an Ultra! Oh, the ultimate! Oh my god. Oh, the chop! There's a chop! This is the last building. If it dies, where's the draw timer? Oh no! It's working! The push-ups are working! He's down to 4 Ultras, but where's the draw timer? Oh. Oh, the Ultras? Oh, 2 minutes! He's got 2 minutes to kill the hatch! The time on the clock! Spy! Oh! Micro! Oh. Alright, it all comes down to this! He's gotta kill the hatch. So, he has... Oh, there goes a Viking! But also an Ultra. If he kills one more Viking, I don't think there's a chance. Oh my god, what a play. We're fighting to not lose versus fighting to win. Classic Terran. Oh, he chops one! That's it! That's it! There's no way that one Viking does enough. That Viking can't kill the hatch in time, right? It has +1 ship weapons. If he... I actually don't... I don't... The Ultra will die. Oh, but he did a push-up! He did a push-up!
the last one. Complete the mission.
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't do enough. 35 seconds. Oh, down goes the Ultra. It's gonna be real fucking close. It's all over. It's all over. It's a tie. Nobody wins. No one deserves to win. No one does win. You get nothing. Good day, sirs. Nothing!
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
One less push-up. One less flex. One more Marine. Between all the flirtation, between the penetrating attacks, between the mind games and the in-games, between the trolling and the counter-trolling, between the accusations and the preservations of certain things. At the end of the day, well, both players, I think, learned something about themselves and learned a little bit about StarCraft. They also learned that's it. I had nothing there. They also learned how not to win. I had no follow-up. They learned what they really truly want in life. And it obviously wasn't winning the game. Well, that happened. Now, I don't know if we make it to YouTube, but if we do, like and subscribe and give me some commentary and some YouTube comments / Twitch chat psychology. I support both of them. Shout out to Carlos for joining us here. Thank you to Vlad for going through that. Ring the bell to find more life experiences with Bronze League Heroes.